live with another great episode of The Real Culture. It's your main man, A.D. Green. Got my co-host, Vic, the Maestro, Wayne Maestro. And this is a special episode. We have an iconic, historical moment right now. We got Dj.Michael 5000 Watts in here with us on this special episode of The Real Culture. What's going on, Watts, man? Great to have you, man.
Man, out here, man, just enjoying life, man, and to be around a great company, bro, you know?
And it's great to have you, man. You know, by you being a legendary DJ and part of this H-Town culture, man, as one of the originals, man, you know, next to Screw, with the Screw music, as you getting the baton and running, man, we just want to just really just give you our blessing, man, because you're keeping the culture going, man.
I'm good,
Screw
man.
music, man.
I'm doing the best I can, man. You know, at the end of the day, man, I just didn't want to be one of those type of people that wanted to see somebody else that don't even know anything about the culture will take the torch and run off with it. And I think on that level, as far as Houston's concerned, we did a phenomenal job of letting people know that Screw started, and we kept the culture alive up here in Texas and Houston.
Already, man. As me being on your label, man, being part of Swisher House, man, you know, man, I was right there in the beginning when you first started with this here, man.
Yeah.
And you know, like I know, man, we had to put our blueprint down, man, but we went through hell trying to put it down.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. We just had to put the work in, man, you know. Just got to keep that tunnel vision, man, and just keep the grind going, you know. You know, it's just like, man, when you got to look at it like, man, when you in war, man, you can't be worried about everything that's going wrong. You just got to just keep your mind focused on what the point of why you're here for, you know, and just keep working and grinding and keep fighting.
Working and grinding, keep fighting.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's what it's about, man. You know, man, it's like I said, man, it's just a blessing to be back out here, man. Just watching everything unfold. You know, I was talking to my brother Vic the other day. You know, man, we got a couple of amazing and interesting questions, man, because a lot of people need to know that's watching our show.
Yeah.
Want to know about who Dj.Michael 5000 Watts, man. Can you give our viewers and just describe our viewers?
Man, I'm a man that love music. I'm a man that love people. I'm a man that love to see people succeed, and I'm a man that love family.
So I was just wondering, how did you come up with the name Swishahouse? It was always unique. What makes you?
Well, Swishahouse, it came about like this, right? When I first started doing slow down mixes, I didn't want to call them screw mixes. So when I started doing slow down mixes, I call my mixes Swisher mixes. You know, for everybody that smoked, that's kind of what I related the slow down mixes to, right? So I call my studio the Swisher House. So that's how I ended up with the name Swisher House.
So as I was, you know, growing up on the north side, I can definitely understand that because, you know, they had DJ Screw in the south, and you gave the north side a voice. I was just, you know, you spoke about the adversity because, you know, we see a lot of the good and the brotherly love. But what was some of the adversity that you were seeing when you first came out with the label?
I mean, you know, just as far as doing slow down music at that time, you know, Screw was the originator. So a lot of times, man, when people that were screwheads, right? Say the native South Side, you're a screwhead around there, right? So the only person that you knew that did slow down music was Screw, you know what I mean? So that whole thing of somebody accepting somebody else doing the same genre of music around there, it was kind of hard for people, you know? So that was the first adversity that we went through. And then considering the fact that when we first started that the north side and the south side was completely separated, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like on some blood and crip type shit, you know, for people that gang bang around there. But that's kind of how Houston was in the 90s and early 2000s.
I remember those days. It was you had to pick a side whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
So I mean, you known for chopping the beat in the right spot. So I'm not really a DJ on your level, but I used to aspire to be in your shoes because I do like to play with the turntables. What do you look for when you chop on the beat? I was just interested in that.
Man, to me, man, for me, a chop means something. Like some people like to chop just for the rhythm of it, but for me, if you're a Swishahouse fan or a Michael Watts fan, you're gonna notice that chop means something. To me, that chop is like an exclamation point. You know what I mean? Something that needed to be highlighted. You know, everything don't need to be highlighted. Everything don't need to be chopped. Everything don't mean something. For me, when a chop hit, it means something.
No doubt, no I was just wondering because our fans want to know this. You know, the brother just got off lock, and a lot of the new heads, what we call them, they don't really know AD. So I would like to ask you about how y'all hooked up and how that came to be.
You know, AD is like original member of the Swisher House, right? So at the end of the day, you know, we first started off on Homestead, right? And then we ended up branching from Homestead to Acres Home, right? So AD was part of the Acres Home team, you know, when we expanded out, you know what I mean? So that's how me and AD ended up hooking up.
So what was it? What is the end of that? Because AD is a lot older. I mean, a lot younger than well, not a lot younger, but he's younger than the Slim Thugs. Because I know they was one of your first artists, right? Slim Thugs.
Yeah.
So what
Exactly.
did you see in Mr. Green that just let you know that I need to put him down with this?
It's different. You know what I mean? When you hear AD, you know this is AD. You know what I mean? You know, AD is charismatic. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, and he brought an element that everybody else wasn't bringing to the team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was like another bright color in the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? It made the whole rainbow, shine. You know, when you're at AD, it just lights up the track. You know what I mean?
And I definitely understand. He had a lot of punchlines that people still
Exactly.
to this day say.
Exactly.
Still to this day say.
Speaking of punchlines, Watts, you know, I gotta ask you this, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
'Cause you know, you done made a lot of Swishahouse Miss classics. So I wanna ask you, man, what's your favorite Swishahouse CD, man? Tape, mixtape?
I gotta say the Kappas, because the Kappas meant so much to everybody. You know what I mean? So when we started doing the Kappa mixes, right, that was that whole stamp of what branched Swisher House out to the world, because everybody from all over the United States came to party out here for the Kappas in the early, late 90s and early 2000s, right? So we made a signature mixtape for that. So majority of the people, when you came down here for that Kappa Beach party, you got one of those mixes around there, and you took it back with you. And when everybody got those mixes, had all the hits on it, and had all the favorite flows, and I made sure that everybody rapped over the hottest shit at that time around there. You know, regardless of whoever dropped the mix at that time around there, when it came down to the South, the Kappa mixes by the Swisher House was number one.
I can attest
Stupid
to that.
facts, man.
I can attest to that.
Stupid facts, man. I'm talking about everybody in your mama, grandma, man, they knew about the Kappas.
Exactly,
Before
exactly.
the Kappas and after the Kappas.
Because my whole thing is this here: when y'all come into Houston or coming down here to Texas around here for the Kappa, I wanted y'all to take Texas back with y'all. So that's why I made sure I put my foot in those Kappa mixes.
So the experience.
Exactly. I wanted y'all to know that we got this fire here, and I made sure that every track was fire, every flow was fire, and everything.
I can attest to that, man. I can definitely, because I was part of that movement, man. And it's like, when you put that before the Kappa in, and when you go around riding down that seawall.
Yeah. It set the whole experience, right? So for everybody that don't know what the Before the Kappa was, right? I suggested y'all get the Before the Kappa 2000, right? So just from the beginning of that mix, from the PlayStation game to everything, to the flows and everything, you know, it was just like a movie on a mix, right? It was just like watching a movie from beginning to end, you know?
Yeah, it was a classic, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the Kappas, but them F actions, man, they really set the mood with the ladies. And I ain't gonna lie, that was a number one seller for me, though, because it seemed like like you said, every time something hot would come up, it's like I'll be waiting because I already know you're gonna drop, so I'm just be waiting. So that was another classic.
Yeah, so for everybody that don't know what the fuck actions are, right? The fuck actions were the slow jam series, right? So we'd take a whole flew of all the hottest slow songs that was out at that time, and then I put some classics out as well, right? And I basically started doing the fuck action for everybody that don't have no game, right? Some people don't have that gift of gab, man. They don't know how to get girls in the mood, you know what I mean? Right. So, but if you listen to a fuck action, right, you don't have to say shit. Just let the music play, and the mix is gonna do all the talking for you, right? You know, if you don't hit after fuck action right there, you just lame to the 10th power. Lame, period. You can't lose, period. If she have any kind of feelings for you of any kind, she probably didn't even like you before the mix hit. But at the end of the day, you know, if she down with you, it's gonna do the job for you, period.
You know, Watts, man, and then we talking, man. Let me take this back, man, like a throwback moment, man.
Yeah.
Man, I remember, man, when we was in high school, man, and you was making those fuck action that you was still on the radio.
Yeah.
And I can remember me and Lil Mario, man. Shout out to Lil Mario and all the original members of the Swisher House, man. But I remember we was at the room, man, at the bar back in the day.
Y'all made the Barry popular.
And look, and Watts was on now, and he had his mix on. So when you hear Dj.Michael Watts and he playing that slow jam and that F action, you know what time it is. So when we in the room, you know, doing what we doing is, you know, youngsters or whatever, all you hear was shout out to my boy AD and Lil Mario. Hey Lil Mario, you heard that? Watts gave us a shout out. Yeah, man, that's what you was on the radio too doing the F actions, man.
Yeah, I was on the radio every Sunday night. You know what I mean? And every Sunday night, it was Swishahouse Sundays, man. We did all the slow down mixes then. You know what I mean? And right at midnight, that's when the fuck action. Well, I called it straight to the room because we couldn't call it fuck action on the radio, but we called it straight to the room. And it was basically a part of Houston culture, man, every Sunday night, you know?
Right. And you know what, Watts, I got to shed a little light about to the penitentiary, man. You know, a lot of inmates, man, I don't just call them inmates. My brother that's on lock and my sister's on lock.
Yeah.
Man, they really was looking forward to listen to your show on that Sunday, man.
I know, man. It's like, I remember when people used to write and everything. And then the cool thing about it, I used to take requests. And like, for people that wasn't here, man, your girl can call in and give you a shout out and give you a piece of the world, you know? And that was the cool thing about it, you know?
Because a lot of times, man, your mixes really helped me get through the days, through the nights. Because I remember, like, if we wasn't doing anything else, we can be gambling, we can be watching the game, but we know when that Sunday come, hey, man, y'all going to go check out that Watts? We're going to go get on that Watts. Yeah, he coming on by 9 o'clock. Yeah, we got to go hear that Watts.
And the cool thing about on Sunday night, man, I wasn't so focused on trying to play the hot new commercial records around there. I was playing the stuff that we were into in this world right now. What was currently going on in the world, that's what we were playing on Sunday night. Real music shit, man. Shit that had content and meaning and somewhere that took you to a positive place. That's what Sunday night was all about.
Yeah, man. That's right, man.
I can definitely say I look forward to it. You know, you can test that trying to get that radio in that right spot so you get that connection so you can hear it. It definitely help pass the time. So I'm going to thank you for that and all your contributions. Have you been nominated for humanitarian awards?
No, actually I haven't, man. To tell the truth, man, I'm not one of those type of people that try to go out and try to do all that. You know, like some people, and I'm not knocking anybody that do that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when you do something that's genuine, you're doing it from the heart and stuff like that, man, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if I never get a award from whoever behind it, I'm not even tripping because everything I do from the heart. I help people from the heart. And just to see the fact that people like my brother AD can come out here and be able to eat out their talent, and I see other people like Slim Thug and Camille there and Paul Wall and Mike Jones able to flourish and be able to eat out their talent around there, that's enough awards for me, man.
Now, speaking of awards, Watts, I'd like to know, man, as your track record, so how many artists that you made platinum artists in the Swisher House?
To be honest with you, I gotta say, man, probably like would it be Camille there? He was platinum, you know, and he originally came from the Swishahouse. Mike Jones, double platinum. Paul Wall, he went platinum. You know, that's 3 right there. And I gotta give Slim Thug a platinum because believe me, this man done went over me. Even though he made all the success, majority of the success, being underground, man, but he has far exceeded millions of records sold for what he have done, you know?
Yeah, shout out to the homie Slim Thug, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely original member. You know, Watts, man, you know, when we speak about them undergrounds, when you think about them undergrounds, man, they went platinum alone underground.
Exactly.
You know
a lot of
what
that
I'm
stuff was ahead of its time, man. Like when it came down to doing those mixes back in the day, the same amount of effort that people put into an album, that's what I used to put into the undergrounds and the mixes and the freestyles around there. When you heard a Swishahouse freestyle, it hit just as hard as a commercial record did. It hit in your car the same way. Because when we were dropping the freestyles around there, man, my whole thing is this here, right? I wanted y'all to be respected on the same level as Rap-A-Lot, A-Ball, and MJG. I want y'all to be respected at the same level as O.G.game. You know what I mean? I wasn't thinking about being the hot person from around the corner. You know what I mean? Because I wanted the whole team to be better. You know what I mean? I wanted the team to be the best. I didn't want it to be just good. I wanted the team to be the best.
And that's right, man. Because I know every time when I was able to get up in there, I was gonna give it my all.
Exactly.
Like Lil Pat say, you know all I got, like Lil Pat.
Exactly, man. And it's so crazy, man. Like, it's just like, man, that whole energy, man. When you heard those freestyles, you heard that energy, you heard that fun, you heard that life. And that's what it was all about. So when we had the Swisher House back then, there was no TV in that motherfucker.
Straight room.
It was nothing but straight music. It was just a straight recording studio, period. It was no TV in that motherfucker at all, period.
Wait a minute, man. So we got our listeners really listening right now.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that the Swisher House was really a real house? I want them to know.
Yeah, it was a real house.
Right there. The description of what the Swisher House really was.
Man, I was staying in the house, right? And, I was staying with my mom, rest in peace. My mom passed, and I inherited the house from my mom, so. And the crazy thing about it wasn't paid off. I paid the house off. Just to let you know how we some people don't take care of their shit, but I paid the house off. But, yeah, man, it was an actual house, man. I converted the whole house to a studio, man. Like I say, man, we better have furniture in that mug or something like that. And that's just for the fact of, I just like to work. I ain't like no luxurious shit, man. I just like music. I don't care about all this luxury shit,
Man, Watts, I remember nights being in that house, man, that we put in work, man, as far as like, well, you couldn't leave out of there. At least you had about 3 or 4 fly flows up under you, man.
Exactly.
You leave up out of there, that would put in work.
Exactly.
And I'm talking about these are days when we had the cassette players and we would just burn our CDs.
Yeah, exactly. Burn it. Man, we had a whole complete a one-stop shop in there, man. We were recording it, mixing, mastering, and everything around there,
And I couldn't wait to go to school the next day when you just give me them Swishahouse tapes.
You know what I want to ask you, man? Like, how did you feel when your friends first heard you on the Swishahouse mix? How did you feel?
Man, I can't describe the feeling, man. Cause it's like you go into class and when class is over, whatever. The next class we be in the hallway.
Yeah.
So you will have students rapping your flow, rapping your song, and it's like, hold on, man, did I just hear him say, "It's the AD, put it down for the North." He said my music, man, you heard him? Yeah. And then did you hear him say, I didn't pop trunk or the elementary kid?
Oh yeah.
Say, man, so it was legendary, man, because what we did was before our time, man, and just to see those moments, Watts.
Yeah.
To know people that really know your music and loved your music and quote your music, man, that really meant something, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
So yeah. Speaking of music, Watts, I got some more questions I want to ask. Hey, when did you first start DJing?
Oh my God.
Now we gotta take it back.
I'm a dinosaur, bro. I've been doing this shit for a very, very long time, man. I've been doing this shit over 20 years, Honestly, man. I dropped my first mixtape in the 6th grade.
6th grade?
No, I'm not. 8th grade. 8th grade. I dropped my first mixtape in the 8th grade. And I started DJing in the summer going to the 8th grade.
Summer going to the 8th grade.
Yeah, summer going to the 8th grade.
What was some of your groups growing up? Like, what would your playlist look like back then?
Oh man, I mean, considering the fact that it's crazy, man. I started DJing before the Houston and the South. We had an identity because back in the day, if you were a DJ back then, and you like hip hop and rap, all it was first it was only East Coast. You know what I mean? So if you was in the rap and hip hop, you was jamming East Coast stuff, and then the West Coast came in, and after that, the South got an identity with Rap-A-Lot, and when the South got an identity, then it was over with for me. That's it. I'm him. This is our culture. You know what I mean? This is us. This is something that we can feel. This is what we doing here. You know what I mean?
Hey, Watts, man, I need to ask you, man. before we go, as I know we're going to get ready to wrap up pretty soon, man. I want to ask you, man, as you being a part of this movement, you being a pioneer and everything, the Swisher House.
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite rappers or artists in the Swisher House? What would be one of your favorite rappers?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I did have some favorites, man. Like Slim Thug. Slim Thug is my favorite. You know what I mean? Slim Thug is a favorite for me. Chameleon now, a favorite to me. You know, you're a favorite to me. You know, cause like for your guys, y'all got something different that stands out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what's so crazy? When you ask people about Swishahouse, right? Everybody got a favorite person. You know what I mean? Everybody got a favorite person. You know what I mean? Because everybody has their own unique style and their own direction. You know what I mean? Everybody brought something different to the table that somebody else that wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right. So what you got going on out here, Watts, man, in these streets, man? What's new for the new Swisher House, man?
I mean, the right now for the 2020, man, it's like I'm working with Highway Yella. You know, he's the latest artist that I work with in the Swisher House, and we just keeping it going. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing a lot of other stuff, man, like chopping up things for people like Big Tony. You know, just keeping the culture alive on a whole different level. You know.
Shout out to the home of Big Tony, man. That's a good friend of mine, man. But yeah, I like that mix, man.
Yeah, man, Big Tony, man. If you like that vintage feel, Big Tony, he definitely brought that vintage feel to the table, you know?
No doubt, man. So we finna flip them over for a couple of more corners, man. Watts, the fans wanna know, man. They always asking me, man. You think we have a reunion anytime coming soon?
Man, you know what? I wanna do one. You know what I mean? Honestly, I really wanna do one. But you know, it's so crazy. I have people wanna do the reunion, but they wanna do it for free. I feel like what we have created is big enough for everybody to get a bag off of. So we need to do it the right way, and everybody needs to get paid.
You heard that. Live and direct, man. The real culture. The main man, O.G.game, man. Dj.Michael 5000 Watts in the building with us. My boy Vic, Wayne Maestro, man. This is a very special episode, man. Y'all stay tuned. She give me that. Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. You were tuned in to the Real Culture Podcast. I'm O.G.game.
This is boy Victor Mom.
We need y'all to subscribe to YouTube channel right now. Like, comment, share this video, man. Real Culture. I told them boys when I get home, it's on, like Pac said, man.
What they gon' say? Call it no way.
What's up, it's your girl Sabrina the Model, and you are watching The Real Culture. I have my co-host today, Laura Nicole, O.G.game, and special guest in the building, Highway Yella. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
Good. Thank you for coming through. So just to get in a little bit about you, how did you come up with the name Highway Yella, and where are you from?
I didn't come up with that name.
How did you get it?
Well, first of all, I was born and raised in Haynesville, Louisiana.
Okay.
But to get the name, I got the name Highway Yella. Long story short, I was actually living in Florida, in Miami. You know, I had to leave, but I had a week to come back here. So I was like, I'm just gonna go somewhere. I ain't feel like coming back to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So I left and went to I left Florida and went to Atlanta. Now from Atlanta, I went to Memphis. Then from Memphis, I was like, man, I got family in Michigan, man. I can just go there. So when I left Michigan, I stopped in Chicago. Met with a classmate from back home. And while I was there, this girl hit me up on Snapchat from Milwaukee. She was like, Yella, you need to, they called me Yella Boy. That was my rap name before Highway Yella. So she was like, man, you need to come to Milwaukee. I said, man, if you go to Milwaukee, it's snowing in there, all kind of crap. So I said, man, it wasn't but an hour and 45 minutes. So I tipped down in the Cadillac, I went up there. As soon as I pulled up, I met her at this club. They literally rolled out the red carpet for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I felt
nice.
I felt real good then. So I goes in the club, they playing my music, the music I had put out at the time, and you know I was amazed. So while we sitting there, you know, we drinking, smoking, and all that, she was like, "Man, I'm finna start calling you Highway Yella. You just hit the road too much."
okay.
And, you know, I'm like, "Man, ain't nobody finna call me that. That's goofy. It's weak. I'm just talking." So you know, we partied and kicked it all night. So when I finally left, I'm headed toward Louisiana. So I stopped at a gas station in I want to say it was, I forgot the town name, but it was in Missouri. So man, as I was pumping the gas, I was like, man, that old Highway Yella got a little ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a post on Facebook. I said, man, what y'all think if my name changed my name to Highway Yella? And everybody went for it. But it seemed like the minute I changed my name, everything started happening for me. So I kept it as that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how do you like being in Houston compared to where you're from?
Oh man, Houston is the best place in the world for me. Like, it's a place I never get tired of. Like I said, I've been coming here all my life, even before I actually moved here. So man, Houston is everything to me.
Okay, salute.
Okay. My question. What made you get into the industry? What inspired you?
Listening to O.G.game.
Hey, okay.
First time I heard Tell Me Something Good, I was hooked. You know, at that time, like, that Too Hard to Swallow album, I want to say it came out in 92. I was living in California. Me and my mom and dad was living in California. You know, I couldn't cuss then. You know, if you heard Tell Me Something Good and the stuff Pimp C said on that song, and ever since I first heard that, I said, man, I'm a rap when I grow up.
Right.
Yeah, that's what made me want to be a rapper. Yeah,
There
I
you
started
go.
actually rapping at 12, 13. But you gotta keep in mind, at that age, you know, I'm in my mama's house. My mama didn't let me go outside and no stuff like that. So I had to freestyle to myself in the
Okay.
bedroom. But you know, actually, when I turned 14, I was at one of my partner's crib, and I recorded. By the end, I started rapping. Started calling me Pimp B. Like I said, I started listening to O.G.game, and they started calling me Pimp B because when I was in the 7th grade, and I don't know what I just bust out and just said the what's the Pimp C, the O.G.game song, the Fuck My Car song. I rapped it out loud, and I got kicked out of class, and ever since then everybody started calling me Pimp B, so I ran with it. So I went to I was going to one of my older friends' house. He had a karaoke machine. So I recorded a whole little mixtape called Way Below Zero. It was on a cassette tape. You know, it wasn't couldn't burn CDs at that time. It was right before then. So I did that little tape or whatever. And after that, like I said, I kept doing little stuff like that. But as I became a junior, senior in high school, I played basketball. So
Okay.
like I was the person to get everybody hyped, like when we run out on the court before the basketball game and we freestyle and I hit the whole gym hype. So yeah, so after high school, that's when I took it serious. But like I said, I'm from a small town of Haynesville, Louisiana. So, you know, we ain't have no outlets to put out music. You know, you drop anything, ain't nobody gonna hear but people in your town.
Yeah.
So that's when I got up and just moved to Houston after that. But I had ended up starting making kids and stuff like that, so that kind of held me up for a minute. Yeah, but
So Highway Yella, when did you first start ripping the H-Time movement? Like, instead of, if you be in the background from Louisiana, when did you start ripping H-Time?
when I started listening to y'all,
Okay.
yeah, when I started, well, let me take that back. Like I said, I was already coming to Houston. My grandma lived right off Yellowstone and Cullen. And at that time, the screw shop was right there. You know what I'm saying? So I was going over there. I fell in love with the culture immediately. I ain't know what a pair of swingers was. I always heard it in the songs, but I seen it, and I found out about drink and all that. So, shoot, I was ready then. But like I said when I first heard of the screw tape, and then y'all came in the mix. Ever since then, like I said, that's all every time anything came out my mouth was some coming down and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's when I started repping it like that.
So you knew you wanted to be with Swisher House? Or
No, I didn't.
You didn't know?
Only thing when I really actually started rapping, I only wanted 3 things. I wanted a song with ESG, a song with Lil Flip, and to have Watts chop my shit. That's all I wanted.
Did your dreams come true?
Shit, I did that shit 100 times already.
Okay.
So, you being part of this new era of Swishahouse, 'cause like you say, you know, I'm old OG, but you still the new era. But the two combined is, you know, is straight, you know, Swishahouse, you know, in today's time, right? But with that being said, I want to ask you, like, as you coming up, what are some of your influentials as far as like go with the music as go?
Well, like I said, of course, the old Swisher House and Screwed Up Clique, but I was also a big fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony, Twister.
Hey, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Too Short, too. I can't leave out Too Short. That's like my godfather when it come to rap. I told him he was my godfather when I met him. I said, man, you and Pimp raised me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm the player that I am. My mama told me when I was born I was gonna be the most player-made nigga in the world, and shit. 36 years later, shit, I'm him, and everyone around me knows that. So yeah, man, like I said, I was a big fan of Twister, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Of course, the whole Screwed Up Clique, and then Swishahouse came into play, man. That's when I started. I said, man, I gotta get me one of those tapes. I used to skip school to buy y'all shit, man.
Right. Hey.
Like real talk.
That's real love.
Cause back where I'm from, it ain't but 2 places. Cause you know, you even said it on the tape. You Watts and you was talking about, man, the bootleg and shit. It was a whole lot of that. So I didn't want no bootleg shit. I want the real shit. The shit with Camille that was drawing on the cover type shit.
Right.
So it was only 2 places you can get the original shit. And that was in Mr. Mike's in El Dorado, Arkansas, and at Knowledge Records in Grambling, Louisiana.
How does it feel to be working, you know, beside A.D. Green and Watts now? That is something that you've been wanting to do. How do you feel?
It's a blessing. I even said that on the song. I said, man, it's sometimes, even though it's been 2 years, sometimes it still feels unreal because, like I said, I grew up. Like, I have stories I tell Watts all the time, and a lot of times my mama wanted to put me out the house because I didn't want to do none of my school shit. All I wanted to do was listen to Swishahouse and shit. So, yeah, man.
Now look at you.
Yeah. Now, my mama knows the history. She knows just as much as I do.
That's good.
Yeah, for real.
I have a question. Since y'all two are legends, for those that are up-and-coming artists, do y'all have any pointers to give them on how to start in the industry? I know y'all have y'all different ways of starting. So can y'all share what y'all did to start?
Man, main thing I always try to encourage the younger people, even people my age around me that's doing music. Me, I don't like nobody giving me shit. So, you know, a lot of people was thinking throughout the years that I've been Swishahouse because I've been around Watts since 2009. Mm-hmm. I never asked that man to put a chain around my neck and none of that shit. I never asked him. I don't go around giving people my music, nothing. I'm like, hey man, check me out. Now, you know, a DJ, yeah, you supposed to holler at the DJs and stuff like that. But as far as random people, I never told no one to listen to my shit. And it makes you feel more better about yourself as being an artist if it becomes successful because you know that nobody didn't give you shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I be seeing a lot of these rappers, man, they beg other people to listen to their music that don't even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Like and then you know, as an artist, that's just like, say for instance, I wasn't part of Swishahouse and I wanted to get a track with A.D. Green. A.D.'s gonna charge me. You know what I'm saying? The average artist doesn't want to do that. They want you to give them the shit. Mm-hmm. So if I want to verse with someone now that I don't have no ties to, don't have no relationship, I know I'm going to have to pay them. And you know, when you do these features, that you become affiliated with that artist in their circle. So you share fans at that point. But the actual artists coming up nowadays don't want to do that. They want you to give them the shit. So that's what I be encouraging the younger artists. I even got younger guys on my team that around me, and I teach them all the time, man, don't go around here acting all green and shit, because that devalues your worth. It makes it seem like you just a regular artist that just want shit given to them.
Very true.
That's real. So Highway Yella, I like to know, as you being like in this new wave of music, who are some of your favorite artists as far as like in the industry right now? Today?
Right now? man, I listen to cats like Larry June. Man, I even like the little nigga NLE Chopper. That he just dropped a song today. He redid the Tupac, the Picture Me Rolling.
The undergrounds, right? New artists.
Yeah, he new artist. Like he probably one of the leaders of the new wave right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like people, I listen to Moneybagg Yo. Ain't that many to be honest, cause I say I still listen to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school at the end of the day, but don't get me wrong, I can get with this young shit at any given time. And so that's the thing, that's the key to the game now. You gotta be versatile. You gotta be able to get with these little niggas, you feel me? And if you don't, you assed out.
Like watch out that nigga.
Yeah, for real, man.
Do you feel that you have your own style? Like, what is the Highway Yella style?
Oh, hell yeah, I got my own style. Of course, it's kind of built off of how 80 and all the Swishahouse guy before me would rap, but I kind of put a little twist to my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like gumbo, you know, especially me coming from Louisiana. I put it together like gumbo, mix it up and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Highway Yella, we talk about Highway Yella. Let's talk about this new project you got going on, man. You just dropped this new project called Coming Down Ain't Dead. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, man, before you tell me about this project, what's the terminology, man, for the layman's or the ones that's not familiar with our culture? What does the term coming down ain't dead mean, man?
Man, coming down ain't dead, man. See, coming down ain't dead can mean a lot of things, but when I came up, I'm first of all, I want to say how I came up with the shit. I did a show with Lil Kiki in Tulsa. It was in September. I'll never forget. And me and my partner, I got a partner up there named Dre, man, and he's a big fan. He's a big fan of all this Houston shit. And you know, I always had freestyle, I always come down. Like I said, when I freestyle, if you didn't know nothing about me when I freestyle, first thing you gonna say, man, this dude here from Houston. So you know what I'm saying? But me being Highway Yella, I go everywhere. Like I literally go all over the country. And when I freestyle in front of people be like, man, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Don't nobody be coming down no more and all that. Nobody want to hear that. But at the same time, you goof ass niggas from Atlanta come down here, run off with the sauce like the drink and all kind of other shit and take it back to Atlanta and go platinum off that shit. You feel me?
Stupid facts.
So shit, but y'all don't want to respect the actual flow and terminology of where this shit come from, but y'all want to take the syrup and everything else. For real,
the double
man.
cups, the syrup.
Yeah, man, and they take the credit and won't give the credit back and at least show some love and respect.
I think I even heard Jay-Z talking about boppers.
Man.
Maybe B laced him up though. But
She had to.
Do you have a favorite song on this album that you're dropping?
Man, I'm just gonna say all of them.
Okay.
Because like that was the fastest project I put together. It didn't take months. Like I done had projects to take me 6 months to put together. I did all this shit in a week. So I love all of them. I'm shooting a video to every song off of it.
Okay.
So Highway Yella, tell me your relationship, cause I know, man, as you coming up like a new artist and Swisher House, man, that name means something, man. That name is legendary, is iconic, man. You know, as me coming out as one of the beginners, is in the era with Swisher House, when we had to put on, when I really said putting on for the North, I had to put on for the North.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Highway Yella, I like to know, man, how is it for you to be in a new era of being Swishahouse and being able to continue to push that brand, man? What does that mean, man?
Man, it means everything to me because, like I said, it's still kind of hard to actually believe this has happened because Watts could have put anybody in Swishahouse, man. Watts deal with a lot of people. And out of all people, he put me in. And like I said for him to do that, it let me know he really believed in me. He see something that the world is fixing to see, that if they haven't saw it already. And man, just to be a part of that and like it's crazy, man. Like for real. Like I'm still like my mama still talks about it. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Do you write your own music? I want to know because people have
Oh,
ghost
yeah,
writers.
A lot of this shit I don't
People
even,
have
a lot of that
ghostwriters.
shit I don't even write. It's straight off the head.
Okay.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Right.
So that's a good question because a lot of artists that nowadays say they write music, but
They have them
a lot
ghost
of time they be
writers.
having ghostwriter. But I know as you being an artist out of H-Town, man, you know most, especially you carrying the brand or represent Swishahouse. I mean, you got to have some type of freestyle, or some type of skills, or something like that, right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, shit. I learned from the best.
Hey.
I learned from the
Okay.
best, man.
I think I asked Michael Watts this question, man. Who are some of your favorite artists in the camp, man?
Shit, of course you, Slim, Paul and Cam, and 50 twin. But of course, you know, how I said Big Tiger and Big Pig had some hits too. But man, like you, Slim, 50, Paul and Cam, man, when you said I done popped trunk on the elementary kid, I'm like, man, what the fuck was this nigga thinking? But nigga, that shit was hard than a motherfucker, nigga. I'll never forget that shit.
Yeah, man. I want to ask you one more thing again, Yella. So, how are your relationship inside, like the old members and the new members? You got some of them that you still communicate with, or you like to work with, or anything like that?
Well, of course, I already done work with you, so that spot already been fulfilled. But of course, I mean, I done work with Paul already. It ain't came out, but I already done something with him. But of course, I wanna hook up with everybody, man. I've been talking to Pig. I done talked to Pig. Me and 50, we kick it every now and then. I done talked to Tiger. Shit, we actually trying to get Slim on something right now. So yeah, of course, I want to do a song with everybody. Anybody that ever had the Swisher House behind their name, I want to do something with them, because that's the shit I grew up on, man. That'd be a blessing to have a song with everybody. I'm still gonna try to pull it off somehow, but you know, some people I haven't even met yet.
Believe me, I know you would pull it off.
Right?
Because I remember when you got at me when I first came home, you was real consistent.
Yeah.
Let's do
And that's
this
all
here.
it takes is consistency and the
Man,
hard work.
And you know, and the rest is history, man. You know, me and him got a good relationship, man. He's especially a special brother, man. An upcoming artist, man, who repping this Swishahouse camp, man. We're gonna keep this culture going. You know what I'm saying? Let us know, man, because we got some listeners, man, and some viewers that watch our show, The Real Culture, man. Let us know what Highway Yella got going on, man. What Highway Yella got going on now, man?
Shit, man, Highway Yella, I'm dropping shit every week, every other week.
Okay.
And we working on chopping them up 11. I done convinced Watts to bring that shit back.
Chopping them up 11.
11.
Man, that's gotta be.
See, and that's kind of that was kind of the toughest part about in the beginning of being in Swishahouse. Like, you know, Watts been there before. Watts done been on BET, MTV, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I kind of feel like Watts may have been discouraged and shit because, you know that wave was gone. So, you know, a lot of stuff I done talked to him about. At first, he was like, nah, man. But now, like, everything we've been doing, it been working. So we talked about this chopping them up 11, man. We finna drop a track off that probably about a week or two.
Okay.
Now, you know those are big shoes to fill, man.
And I'm gonna feel them.
He can feel
Hey.
it. All right.
Hey, I'm gonna feel them. See, they like I said, the whole Coming Down Ain't Dead. Like I said, it was the second I dropped Coming Down Ain't Dead, that's when everybody starts. They had to respect that shit, man. Because at first they didn't. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people didn't respect it. Even some of the older members of the Swisher House didn't. But they do now. And that's how I said, chopping them up 11. We got some more titles that we gonna continue from y'all era that I ain't gonna speak on, but I will say chopping them up 11 is coming.
Okay. What platforms can our audience find you at?
All of them.
All of them.
All
Go
of 'em.
ahead and name them out. We need your name.
Highway Yella's on everything. Highway Yella.
All right.
And no matter what you look up, Highway Yella on everything.
No underscores. No.
No
none of that?
underscore, no
All right.
nothing. Because you don't want to do that. I mean, unless you had to, because some people might have already took your name and added some crazy shit to it. But it's best to simplify it the best way you can. So it's Highway Yella, no space in there, no underscore. No matter what you look me up on, it's Highway Yella.
Highway Yella, the Highway God.
Man,
Did you have problems with controversial problems? Because I know Freeway Ricky or something called itself Highway. When you think of Highway,
I ain't had no issue with nobody. I mean, because I mean, anybody that knows me before they can even start reaching out to me, they first thing do. Somebody that don't know me, they go look at my Instagram or Facebook and be like, damn, this nigga's everywhere. So of course I ain't had no issue as far as somebody try to say something about my name or nothing like that. I had more issues with the Yellow Boy shit than Highway Yella.
Okay. Cause yeah, I've been seeing your grind, man, and
Yes.
you can't do nothing but respect it, like you say, man. You ain't gotta like it, but you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
So when we speak of Highway Yella, man, you know, we see a young brother who's inspired, who's very confident in
And
who
very
he
dedicated.
is. 'Cause a lot of people don't see, but I see the confidence, and that's what you need in this music game, man. You gotta have confidence, and you gotta believe in yourself. So you definitely believe in what you're doing, man. You know, man. I know I tip my hat to you, man. You keep doing what you're doing, young bro, and it's been beautiful working with you, man. And keep doing it, man.
And I just want to say congratulations, you know, working so hard and watching this and this being a dream for you, that you're actually living it, and to just keep going and keep grinding no matter what. And I'm excited to see, you know, what's to come of you, and that's awesome, you know.
Yeah, man, I said we got a lot of stuff going on. I can't leave out the Highway game. Yeah, it's a lot of us with the Highway in front of our names, man. Especially Highway 3. Yeah, Highway 3, he's something serious too, but he got the same background as me, but he's from Arkansas.
Okay.
Then you got Highway Bando, we got Highway Nando, got Highway White. Man, there's a lot of us, man. So many of us I can't even name right now, so I hope y'all get mad when y'all see this. But it's a lot of us. We deep.
Are y'all gonna be on tour sometime soon?
Oh,
all
hell
together?
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm always somewhere. I've been doing shows every week or every other week.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Staying consistent.
Yes.
So you started a trend, a highway.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Highway. What would my name be if I was a highway? I would be Highway AD.
Yeah, you be Highway AD.
Highway
Okay.
Green. What about Highway Laura?
Oh no.
I should be on the highway. Highway Green.
Right.
Hey, I'm telling you, my kids even got a highway name.
Okay.
Oh my God.
My kids big highway and little highway.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that, man. Listen, man. I need y'all right now to follow us, to like, comment, share, subscribe to The Real Culture. It's another epic episode with Highway Yella. Follow him on all his Instagram handles. What's your Instagram and your platform handles, bro?
Highway Yella.
Follow him on Highway Yella, everything, man. It's another episode, man, going down in history. Your main man, A.D. Green, Laura Nicole, Sabrina the model. And we catch y'all on the next one.
She give me that.
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. You were tuned in to the Real Culture Podcast. I'm A.D. Green.
This is boy Victor Mom.
We need y'all to subscribe to YouTube channel right now. Like, comment, share this video, man. Real Culture.
Highway gang shit, nigga. It's coming down, shit'll never die, ho. You understand me, bitch? Coming down ain't dead. Lot of these niggas just scared. Streaming done took all the bread. Pippin' ain't dead. Ain't that what PMC said? And now the shit is all up on the well. I gotta go fed. A yellow nigga still gon' ride red. Gotta stay 2 steps ahead. I ain't never scared. I done lost weight, got small, but a nigga do it big just like Spud Webb. I'ma come down, I'ma come through, yeah, I still say all of that.
And we are back with The Real Culture. You're watching the Texas Tea. I'm your girl, Sabrina the model. I'm here with my co-host, Laura Nicole, and Victor the maestro.
What's good? How y'all ladies doing today?
Good. How are
Doing
you
great.
today?
Oh, I can't complain. We're going to get right into it. You know, we just lost a legend, the legendary Cicely Tyson. She died. She was a big icon.
She died at 96 years old.
Ooh.
She lived a long
Yes,
time.
she did.
And what? She started in the industry when she was like a teenager.
Yeah.
She, whew,
Longevity.
she did
Yes.
Yes.
That's sad. Rest in peace to the queen.
Yes,
Yeah, Tyler
definitely.
Perry, he said that was his godmother, godparent that he never knew.
Oh,
A
wow.
lot have been
That's
tribute
amazing.
come on. She made an impact on the community as a whole. And so far, what do y'all think about Denzel Washington? His kids, they're following his footsteps, saying, they want to be an actor.
I feel
I
like
think
it's
that's
a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, why not? He's an awesome person to look up to, and he's had a lot of great hits and movies, and I think it would be awesome. I would love
to see
his kids
Yeah.
and how he mentors them in that world.
and that it makes it like a legacy. It lives on. It keeps going. So
I got some big shoes to fill. You think they can?
I believe they can.
I mean,
you know?
nobody's Denzel, but I feel they have the potential to be up there with him as
Maybe
big
they can
stars.
be Renzel.
Right?
They can be Renzel.
Right.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that when you have the blueprint right there in front of you, I think it gives you advantage over everybody because he's
It does.
Yes.
what is it called, a class A or A class? I mean, A class actor.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the best in the field watching
Yes.
to watch. So I think it's that's interesting. Like you said, I think that it's gonna definitely be a success story.
And how old are they? Do you know?
I'm not really sure how old they are. I think I think they're
Teenage
because he's like
years?
He's about 100. He looks
I
good.
know.
Yeah,
I'm 2 years old.
he about 100. So no offense, Denzel, but you about 100. So it's, I definitely, I'd say they'd be right around my age, 35,
Right.
maybe older.
Oh,
You never
okay.
know.
Yeah. I would love to see them in
Yeah,
something.
live
Maybe
it
even
on.
with him, you know?
Yeah, that
A
would
little
yeah.
collaboration.
That would be like Will did with his son. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah. So it's this flu been going around for Miss COVID. They've tried many aspects to try to get people to get on. I guess the latest one is Tyler Perry. Have y'all taken the COVID
I'm
vaccine?
not taking that
No,
vaccine.
I did hear where he
at
got
all.
it on live or something.
How
he
you
got
get
the
COVID
vaccine.
on live?
No, I mean the
Oh,
vaccine. Or
vaccine,
he was
okay.
going to get the vaccine on live or in
That's
front of
crazy.
everybody or something like
But
that.
no, I would not take it. Wendy Williams even said that she wasn't gonna take it.
Yeah, I seen the video. They did a 42 fake out. They act like they stuck to some guy and they didn't even push the lever down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I know I can't take it. It's just abomination.
The biggest thing about that is you just don't know what they put into that stuff at all.
Mm-hmm.
And people just going ahead and getting it injected into their body, but
It hasn't
you
been
know,
out long enough for
yeah,
one.
exactly. And a lot of people has had a reaction to it.
Yeah, I mean I read up with that what was in it, and when I read what was in it, I was like, I have a problem with injecting anything in my body that's a foreign object. Like my body doesn't make that strand or whatever because since it came out, I think like 4 or 5 different strands that came out.
Oh, wow.
Or the COVID.
You're right.
Yeah.
And when my body makes no strands, so that means you're injecting a foreign object in me. I can't agree with that.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah, that's
agree with
scary. I don't know about
And
that.
a lot of people can possibly be affected by taking the shot, thinking it's going to prevent them from
And
getting the
make 'em
COVID
worse.
and wind up getting COVID.
Or they can end up with
after.
health issues
Yeah,
after, memory
exactly.
loss, all kind of little stuff.
So,
Is that? Do you think that's real? Like, I mean, because it's like I see a lot of people. Like, I've talked to people about this situation. I see people saying that they watched everything. Like, anytime, any interaction. I mean, do you really feel like this real, or do you? I mean, what,
or it's like a host.
oh yeah, is it blown up?
You really don't know until you get it, I guess. And I mean, I don't know. Or is it just a bad cold? I mean, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But they
Nobody
predicted
knows.
100,000 people to die within Biden's first term. How do y'all feel about that, Biden in office?
To me, honestly, I can't really, woo-hoo, hey, parade until I see
Right.
things
And he
actually
just got
improving.
there, so we got to see what's
Yeah.
going on and how he changes everything and what he does for the people and for the country.
Well, one thing I can definitely say is he's working at Penn. I mean, I don't know how effective he will be, but I know that every time a new president comes in office, they try to undo something the last one did. So, you think they're gonna bring charges up on Trump?
Well, I feel
see
like
they're trying to
he
impeach
needs
him
to
for
be
the third
charged.
time or something. Yeah, they need to.
They need
make
to.
sure he don't get back in office, because Lord.
Because he's doing too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
I really agree.
He's doing
I
too
really
much.
agree. But I mean, even though if you look at the people that he pardoned on the way out, some people that were some shaky people got pardoned.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely feel like they should really look into him a little bit further because
He shouldn't even been president anyway. I don't even know how he even made it in there. I really don't.
I feel like it was because he had money. So, that's a big thing is money, having money. So, They was like, he got the funds.
Just the way he
been on
talk,
this and
act,
that.
everything is just not present.
Yeah, like a wine dinner. Then it's like you got all this money, and you couldn't get a better toupee than that.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, at one piece, it just, you hear me? It just like, it just stand out.
It just had that one part right here.
Yeah, exactly. The same
Exactly.
part every
Oh,
time.
my God.
I mean, y'all couldn't have switched it up
I
or
know,
nothing.
right?
Just
Threw
get
it back like a mohawk.
Exactly. Spiked it up. I mean, do anything, you know?
Oh, my
Sure.
gosh.
Every time I watch him on the news, I be waiting for it to blow off. Like,
Right.
I'm waiting for the
That boy got
chance.
that gorilla
That
glue up
Flintstone, he had
there.
that Flintstone haircut.
Yeah, I do know it. And then when the wind come through, I'll be like, I'll be looking like, I'll be having I think we're going to call it a Trump hairpiece watch.
Right.
We're going to see, when is it going to happen?
For real.
When
Trump
is it
hairdo
Oh my
happening?
out.
gosh. I don't know about him.
I would, if I was him, I would have fired my stylist.
For real.
I would have to.
Like, you ain't got no other hairstyles I could try. Like, I'm tired of wearing this.
Exactly.
He walking around looking like a grapefruit.
Right. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, people definitely need to watch out for him because he on some sneaky, shady stuff. That's how I feel.
I'm just
you
glad
know?
he out of there.
Yeah.
Finally.
So what, as we embark on this new year, what do you ladies look forward to achieving this year? Some of your
Growing.
goals.
You know,
Growing, yes.
getting even more successful than what we are. You know, I'm looking for growth, achievements.
Yes, I
you know.
always try to do better than I did the last year, you know, and look for different ways to grow and be successful. So we'll see. How
Exactly.
about you?
Well, I'm just trying to, be a better businessman, be a better man, and
Amen.
just, just be a platform and, just networking, learn.
Yes.
Just trying to learn.
That's
all
what
you
it's
can do.
about. You know, we learn about something each and every day.
No doubt. This whole life is experience, just walking out the door and interacting with people.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to be an idol. I just posted a picture and said that, like, I'm going to be an idol. And that's one of my goals.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this here. You keep on posting them, you're gonna be an idol. You hear me?
Right?
You'll never be a rival. You hear me? You're gonna always be. So
Right.
yeah, you definitely take a
Thank
shot.
you.
Both of y'all, amazing pictures, amazing
Thank
work
you.
ethics. I'll be watching y'all behind the scenes because I respect the work ethic. So it's
Thank you.
good to see my people win.
Yeah, we're trying to show
Yeah.
something different that you can just, grind hard and don't have to do all the behind the scenes things. Just
Exactly.
get out there and work and, show people that you're not stuck up and that,
Exactly.
you could take criticism and just different things. It's a variety of
and
things.
having a great support system. Get around people that actually truly support,
Support you.
you. Point blank.
And want to see you win.
No doubt, because you're right. You can't do it yourself. I tried that once. I was writing a sports show. And I was trying to write a sports show, trying to talk about it and do like 5 things at one time. And it's like you can't, because while you're doing one thing, then the next something else has come up. You have to take that. You have to do that. Just like it's just not enough. You definitely have to have a strong support team.
Yes, you
Yeah.
And that's one thing I like about y'all, the camaraderie, how y'all stick together. I see y'all doing various projects together, and one of y'all will work the camera, and the other one will handle their business or whatever, however you need to do. I respect it. I salute
Yeah,
that.
you're trying
that's
to just
my-
show women you got to come
Exactly.
together.
That's
and
my sister.
Yeah,
we may
it's
not
enough
be
money
blood,
for all of
but
us.
we cool, we tight. It's forever.
Yes. Amen.
It's a little movement going on. I mean, it's been going on for about 2 years. Cause I was sitting down talking. I had a really ironic week. I've been sitting down talking to some black people that speak nothing but Spanish. So it's just, it's just different because it's like you talking to a person it's a black woman. Just, she was actually blacker than all of us. So, it's just to see the culture. But that's one thing we was talking about. How today we're trying to stick together.
Yeah.
And you're right. It is enough. It's so much money out there. They made it's so much money out there and opportunity to get money that they created a black market where there was already one cryptocurrency.
Like that Bitcoin.
Oh
type
yeah,
of
no
stuff.
doubt, no doubt. Have you invested in that?
I was thinking about doing it.
I just
Should
got to
I go
learn it.
for it?
I've seen it
Oh,
and
yeah.
heard of it, but I just got to learn it.
Oh yeah, you should definitely because it's
Is that the one that's on Cash App?
Yeah, it's on Cash App.
Different things though.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, but if you want to go like not too high of investment, Cash App was definitely started. I have a
Yeah,
couple of them
so
get started with 5, but I did Cash App is what really got me going on it because I just go over it and I'm like, man, what is this? But then I remember like Nipsey was talking about it was gonna be really big, and it really did. It just made
How'd you
sense.
learn it though?
But really, to be honest, I just took $50 and I put in it, and
invest.
I just waited, and it's doing pretty good. I add on money because what I've learned is that when you do it like that, you make more because average. We grew up, and I'm pretty sure you did.
gotta have the bank account.
Yes.
But the bank ain't really blessing the game like that
No.
unless you just balling out of control. So
True.
it's like, why not
The
just
interest
invest in
and all
something?
that they give, yeah, they ain't really.
Yeah, because they ain't doing nothing but taking your money and just using it,
Exactly.
making money off of it, putting somebody else in bondage. So yeah, it's definitely.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yep. Do y'all prefer a regular bank or a credit union?
Well, I like the credit. To be honest, I like the credit union. We have a black bank in Houston, but it's in Third Ward. But I would like to
Have more of
do one.
those open.
No doubt, no doubt.
I actually have one of each.
Credit union.
Yeah. So, and I've had them for one. My credit union back in Florida, I've had since I was 13. My mom opened for me, and then the other one I have Chase, which is the bank. So.
And I know credit union literally offers way more than what banks
They
offer.
do,
You
like
know,
better
the
rates and stuff
loans,
like that.
car, stuff like that. So
Yes.
for those that need help, go to a credit union.
Go to
Right.
a credit union. Facts, fact. They
Right.
got the hookup, like Master P said. They got the hookup.
Right? The nine to nine.
Yeah, this is I don't know, man. I just been kind of been scamming through and looking at the world and just seeing, like, I don't know. I think I want to take a second to say what's some of the things that maybe we can do as a people. And I say as far as, because we gonna stay on long on this working together thing, that we can do to just promote, the whole, I guess, what am I trying to say? What can we do as a people to make this situation better, whether it's your situation or the overall situation? I think first we start with our situation.
Personal situations.
Personal situation, yeah.
Oh, what can we do to make personal situations better?
Yeah, like if you got, I'm gonna say, for instance, like me,
Elaborate.
I had a problem with procrastinating. So what I started working on is trying to do things ahead of time. So
Timely.
I think, but I learned is that's not just me though, because I used to think things were just me.
My issue is time management. Is managing my time. I have so much, a mother, working, and it's just like, dang, like I don't have time to relax, sit down, watch a movie. Like I just don't have time. I'm so busy as I'm grinding to become successful.
Right.
I just gotta manage my time.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
think that's. I don't think I had enough. I'm saying it's not just me. It's not enough hours in a day. Cause
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
That's
it
true.
seems like no matter if
Time
you playing,
goes
it's not enough. Yeah, and you look up, it's like time is just floating.
Yep. It'd be like 9 a.m. in the morning, and then next thing you know, it's like 9 at night. So
Yeah.
time does go by real fast. So
And sleep too. You can't wear yourself out with no sleep. I know people say, well, you can't. Rich people don't sleep, but if you don't sleep, your body's gonna knock you down.
Yep.
Eventually. So you gotta have some type of rest somewhere.
on its own,
Yeah, it's a me time too, Don. You got to get your
Yeah.
rest in. That's mandatory. I think it's like at least 6-7 hours sleep every night.
For those that do have sleep problems, what do y'all do for y'all sleep habits? If y'all can't go to sleep, what actually, let's say,
Look
put you in relaxation?
Maybe a hot bubble bath, wine or something. No, just the relaxation time, is what you need to relax your body.
That's
What you
stressful with
smoke?
that habit.
You smoke.
Hey, that's really, it's really easy. Just roll up. And then if that one don't work, you just keep rolling till the miles get low enough. You go
Right.
sleep. Just drop in, lay back, eat something, and you good.
Hey.
Right.
But I used to try when I was young. I used to have a problem with sleeping. So I tried the whole. I think it was the sheep jumping over the bed thing. I would look up and like try to count them jumping over the bed.
It didn't work.
Well, sometimes it did. Sometimes I be like, man, I'm doing this for I like this is what's keeping me up.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just different times, but I just know that what I've learned that if you productive during the day and if you moving around, which I'm sure you know, and you ladies know all about that. If you're productive and you move around, when you get in that bed, you're gonna be asking for it. So you're gonna let
Your
her
energy
sleep.
will die.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Yeah.
And you need that rest to your body to recover.
I agree.
But this is really this Texas Tea thing is really getting pretty good as we move along.
It is.
I'm really enjoying you ladies.
Thank
We
you.
enjoying you
We
too,
enjoying
Vic,
you too,
the
Vic.
maestro.
Right,
Oh, well,
Wayne Dinner.
Yeah, we got
The Wayne Dinner King.
We got to explore. We got to let all the Wayne dinners know who they are.
Right.
So we definitely got to know who they are. I think we need to put that in the segment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wayne
Wayne
Dinners.
No doubt. No doubt.
We gotta have the chicken set up somewhere.
Yeah, chicken bucket.
Oh yeah, or
A plain
wing
bucket
dinner.
with the
Okay,
real
yeah.
culture on.
Yep.
yeah, with the Kerner bucket over there. Yeah, we can't say finger licking good though. We can put something on there. Yeah, this definitely gonna.
Vic the maestro.
We need a
Wing
bucket, a
dinners.
plain bucket, like a popcorn white bucket, and just put the real culture of Texas tea on it and set it up
And
there.
you
with some
know, put wing dinner on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then have just have one of them big old things coming up out of there.
Who knows? A restaurant might get open. Called wing dinner.
Wine dinner.
There you go.
What you want?
Next
Wine
business.
dinner. Yeah, wine dinner.
Do you want a biscuit with it? Some gravy.
So busy, yeah. You want a wine dinner? You want a
Like,
two-piece
hold on,
wine
what
dinner?
kind of wing dinner are you though? Let me see which one you
That's
need.
the first
One-
question you got to ask. Like, what kind of wine dinner are you? That's what we got. We can't do nothing until we figure out that first. Are you a Louisiana rub? Or you a
Okay, you already got the name.
lemon pepper?
Oh,
you
With
know?
Cajun style.
Yeah, you Cajun style. I mean, how you like it?
So they
Down
start
south?
asking, well, what's the difference? You be like, like,
It's different flavors.
Yeah, it's different. You got some bland. Some people don't have no flavor. So they just regular wines.
Not saute.
No
not
salt, no salty,
dipped.
just nothing. There ain't nothing, just straight, just fried, and put in the grease. I mean, battered up, put in the grease, and it's,
That's
and it's
horrible.
yeah, that's horrible.
Even if I ate meat, I wouldn't eat that.
Yeah, nah, that's
Y'all don't really care for meat too much either. Like I'm a side item girl, like
Yeah.
rice and corn, like stuff
I
like
love
that.
some
yeah.
good rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the rice. Like I was speaking of rice. I went to this Benny Hunter. You know, they even went to the chopstick. So I was trying to
You
grab.
know how to do it?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I sold it.
You sold it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. I be
dropping
struggling.
the
I'm
sticks
like,
and all kind of
You
stuff.
kind of, you gotta work that thing. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta get up in that bowl. That's what I learned. You gotta get up in there.
Basically get arthritis.
Yeah, and then I cheated
Right?
though. I ain't gonna lie, cause I went out when I couldn't do it. What I did was I pinned it up a little bit and smashed that rice a little bit and scooped it up and came on in.
yeah, I scooped
You
it
gotta
up
know how
like
to
it was
get-
a spoon, you know, even though it kept falling. But I got one or
Yeah,
two
I get
pieces in
frustrated.
there.
I don't
I'm like, you
understand.
got a spoon. Like, I can't do this.
How can you eat one piece of rice at a time?
That's
I
what
need,
I'm saying.
I need the whole shebang.
Stomach gonna be hurting.
Eating all day.
Yeah, for real.
Will she and your day sitting over there? Will she hurry up? I mean, will she please hurry up? I mean,
Last
I done
one.
ate mine with a spoon. She
Oh,
still
don't let
playing
you
with
get
these
no
chopsticks.
bougie date that just take their time. Gotta be pretty
Oh,
with it.
man.
Oh.
Can you get that off your
Be
chin,
like,
please?
babe, can you pass me a napkin, please?
Man, eat this rice. We taking it to go.
We
All
taking
right?
this to go, man. By the time you finish doing this, it's gonna be shift change.
For real.
These finna, look at the owner over there. He over there looking mad because you disrespecting the game. He mad, man.
And they be like, well, babe, they still open till 2. We got plenty of time.
I'm gonna tell you, they gonna order. They gonna have the new chopsticks ready for them when they come in the door. We gonna have something especially for
You gotta
y'all.
create one with a spoon on the end.
Yeah, the Wayne dinner
For the
edition.
ones who can't do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like me.
Me too.
Well, you know,
man.
like the
Yeah.
little slushy straws.
the scoop.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
little
With the
scoop.
scoop. That slush, you know what we
Boom.
need.
Be sucking it up.
Hey, what you call? You be like, man, look, okay, we start off. We got 40 minutes to eat. 30 minutes in, you got to turn up. So what do? You take that spoon and turn around and scoop it
So
up.
basically, no talking on the date. Hey, don't
Yeah.
talk to me right now. We eating right now. This eat time.
On time limit, man. We gotta, I cannot, because to be honest with you, and I've heard this a lot, and so, well, I'm gonna speak to me. I won't say everybody, but
Right.
I gotta do one thing at a time, man. I gotta, because if we get to working them chopsticks, and
I'm trying to talk.
I'm trying to talk, and I gotta be locked in on this
Oh
bowl.
my gosh.
It's just like it seems like the rice be just running. So I gotta be
Ooh,
locked
that'd
in.
be a challenge we should go do. We should go to a
Exactly.
restaurant and see who can eat their rice the fastest with
my
the chopsticks.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna lose.
I'm gonna lose.
And Lord knows, I hate cold food. It gotta be hot and fresh and like ate right at that moment. But I'm like, when it started getting cold, I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, it's sometimes it's unfixable when it's
Yeah,
cold.
exactly.
It's unfixable. Cause somehow sometimes you can throw that boy in that oven and get that cut that come on in back
Get
in
it
there.
right.
Yeah, you can get it right, but sometimes it's just like nah, it ain't. It's a no win
ain't right no more.
situation. Okay.
Okay.
Well, ladies, you
Well, it
know.
was nice talking to you guys. The Texas
Always.
tea, you know. Y'all need to like, subscribe, share. What else?
Go follow us, dog.
And we'll be back next week. Yeah.
She give me that.
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. You were tuned in to the Real Culture Podcast. I'm A.D. Green.
This is boy Victor Mo.
We need y'all to subscribe to the YouTube channel right now. Like, comment, share this video, man. Real coach. I told them boys when I get home, it's on, like Pac said, man.
What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way.
Okay.
What they gon' say? Calling on way.
Yeah.
Ain't even gon' play. What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way.
What you know about Sunday? MLK, slab riding all day. Blue line over gray, red line on the K. Orange line so sick, Papa side looking thick. Foes turning trunk split, chrome grill and bumper kit. Welcome to that H, baby. Pouring up, sipping daily. R.I.P. Pimp C, Screw Mo, BAT. Big Hawk, Misha G. Reppin' for all the legends. Summertime that drop naked. Swing mode, I drive reckless. Yellow bones keep it sexy. Snow bunnies and bad mess. My red bone be tatted up. My chocolate tone gon' bag it up. My Asian chick be modded up. My pockets, they be knotted up. My gray tape be chopping up. Screwed down and slowed up. This one for that Texas. Man, hold up. This is for that Texas. Man, hold up. Yeah, A.D. Green. We still crawling on gray. Tell them, come on.
What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way. Ain't even gon' play. What they gon' say? Calling on way.
What it do?
What they gon' say?
AD.
Calling on way.
Wow, wow.
What they gon' say? Calling on way.
Hey, wow, wow, baby. Hey. What they gon' say? I'm a ballin' parlay. I'm apple over silver with the insides gray. Swinging through the fourth ward, riding down gray. If money is the destination, I am on the way. No matter the time of day, I'm always getting paid. Head turn a block burner, nah, I don't play. Catch a play, catch a fade, Glock throw away. Turning heads daily, move, bitch, get out the way and give me room, cause I'm coming through, baby, what it do? AD in that ocean blue, sipping on the two sideways, and I'm looking good, gotta keep it true. Getting money till I'm in the grave, it ain't nothing new. This one for the slab rider, swing wide, pop trunk. This one for the slab rider, swing wide, pop trunk. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It's Power Wow, and I'm still breaking boys off, you know what I'm saying?
What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way. Ain't even gon' play. What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way. What they gon' say? Calling on way. Ain't even gon' play.
It's your boy A.D. Green, Dollar Cat, SB Entertainment, man, we in here, say, yo, we hop out, man, we trying to make it out. So if you come to the front of the stage, and you ain't got more than a stack in your pocket, man, please sit down. Let's go. A money shot is when she tooted up, make you wanna hit up. Grab that ass from the back, yeah, that's how you hit up. Look, East Coast got some bad strippers, and yeah, West Coast got some live strippers, but man, nothing like a down south stripper. They took off.
Dice photos. Are you ready?
Let's shoot.
Highway gang shit, nigga. It's coming down, shit'll never die, ho. You understand me, bitch? Coming down ain't dead. Lot of these niggas just scared. Streaming done took all the bread. Pippin' ain't dead. Ain't that what Pimp C said? And now the shit is all up on the well. I gotta go fair. A yellow nigga still gon' ride red. Gotta stay 2 steps ahead. I ain't never scared. I done lost weight, got small, but a nigga do it big just like Spud Webb. I'ma come down, I'ma come through, yeah, I still say all of that. that. Yeah, break the boys off, sipping codeine, yeah, it's in the H-Town Almanac. Yeah, and I don't give a fuck when the pussy nigga say that my motherfucking culture whack. Yeah, cause I fucking bitch and I be like mystical. I put my dick on the track, born and raised in the boot, but I've been in H-Town off and on my whole damn life. A lot of these niggas these days, they too damn shite. Two player made, I can't even have a wife. But I don't give a fuck about that now. I had to shave back, but I'm back now. Time to go to my mama house and fix up my car. I got a pussy made it foes on the lack now. Highway Yella, I'm a trill nigga. Ass Watts, man, it's real up in the field, nigga. Swisher House, bitch, and I represent that. And I don't give a damn how they feel, nigga. A lot of these niggas don't like it. I tell it how it is like a goddamn psychic. My flow so hard, he can't tell if I win off the dome or I got the pen and pad and the nigga tried to write it. Freestyle king, no freestyle god. Ask your baby mama, she gon' say I go hard. Highway gang, nigga, we gon' tip down in your damn neighborhood, all up on your boulevard. And I don't fuck around with the fraud. A lot of these niggas be acting like broad. Mad at me cause I'm all in the ear. And I ain't talking about no goddamn AirPods. I stay connected like Apple. I got the surf in my snapper. I still be jamming at 3 in the morning and jamming that before the cap. I still be jamming that don't mess with Texas. Shout out to Kiki, that boy, that a veteran. Shout out to Michael for putting me down. Swisher House, nigga, I'm a secret weapon. Now I'ma come down, nigga, I'ma come through. In the H-Time, nigga, show me what to do. Some of these niggas, they gon' ride red. Some of these niggas, they gon' ride blue. No matter what it is, I'm with it. I got love for the city. This coming down shit, ain't gon' never die. Now I killed this beat cause RJ did it, bitch.
Niggas in the streets talking about this holding, this coming down shit. They ain't even never seen that shit put together.